Welcome YouTube friends. Today we are doing a standing leg workout on the reformer. So if you have a platform extender, you can use that, but I'm just going to use the wood platform for this series. And we're going to be basically facing in all directions and working our legs throughout. So I am using one heavy spring and one light spring. We want to make it strong enough so that you can move it, but that you really feel the outer glutes working. So I'm going to step up always on the solid part first, and then my other foot goes onto the moving carriage. Now from here, I'm going to stand with my legs parallel, about shoulder distance apart, and you can have your hands on your hips or arms out to the side. I'm just going to push the carriage out and come back in. I'm going to exhale as I press it out and inhale to return. I like doing, whenever I'm gonna start doing standing stuff first, I like doing sideways first because it's a little easier to balance for most people. So it helps you kind of get warmed up. And when I'm doing the exercise, I wanna keep my weight centered on my feet. I don't wanna be leaning too far forward or too far back. I want the weight centered. I exhale to press out, inhale to return. And I can, with my hands on my hips here, I can feel whether or not I'm tilting my pelvis. I don't want to, I want to keep it vertical. So 2 more times, pressing out, and 1 more time. So about 10 of those, right? Now come halfway in, we're gonna hold that carriage still right there. We're gonna come down, knees tracking over the center of the feet, and come up. The goal, and I'm not doing it perfectly, is to keep that carriage from moving. So as you're going through this flexion and extension range of motion, you're also working your abductors to hold it steady. Let's do 2 more and 1 more. Down and up. Now I'm gonna come in, and then all I'm gonna do is take my foot and I'm gonna place it on the corner here. I'm gonna do what I call the speed skater. And I'm gonna, you notice that my foot is angled in, so that means my knee is gonna angle in. It's medial rotation here. Hands behind your back, get kind of low, stand over this foot, and just press out. 2, exhale as you press out. 3, and again, push right out there. 4, and 5. We'll go for 10. Really try not to travel with your body, just this leg here. Pushing into the heel is gonna get more glutes. I think we've got 1 more there. And in and rise up. Now when you turn around, step down and turn around, or make sure I've got these rails, they're solid, I can turn around on. And come on up. We're gonna do that same thing on the other side. So hands on your hips, press out, exhale, inhale to come in. Push out as far as you can stabilize and not tip your pelvis. So guys, make sure your knees aren't hyperextended. You want them straight but not locked. And remember, we're pushing into the whole side of the foot, not just the front of the foot, so you don't feel it all in the front of the hip here. You want to feel the glutes. Let's do 3 more. And in, and 2 more, exhale. You can slow this down if you want, and 1 more. Now come halfway in, hold it there. Squat, make sure the knees track over the center of the feet, and come back up. And again, squat, and come back up. We'll do that again. Sinking, and coming up, and down, hold that carriage steady. Let's do 5 more. And press, and down and up. 4, keep the back flat, straight, I mean, as you go down and up. Don't tuck the tailbone under. Let's do 1 more here. Rise up and bring the carriage in. Put your foot on the corner here. Come down, you want your weight all over this support leg, and then you're gonna press that carriage leg out. Press it away. Push with the whole bottom of the foot, not just the heel and not just the ball of the foot. And don't let your upper body travel, just to make the leg go. Exhale, press out. On the standing leg, knee tracks over the center of the foot. And let's do 4, and 3, and 2, stay low here, and 1, come in and rise up. All right, we're gonna step down, and then I'm gonna change my resistance. So I'm gonna take it down to a very light resistance, just a light spring here. And I'm gonna step up again, solid part. Now it's gonna move really easily here, so be careful. Parallel legs, I'm gonna press away and pull it back in. Now with this light spring, you're switching the work from the outer thigh muscles to the inner thigh. Inhale out, exhale, return. You should be able to feel the inner thighs working here. And pull it back in. Let's do it again. Press away, woo, and back in. And 2 more. Now, make sure your weight is centered on your feet. You're not leaning forward or back. 1 more, coming in and Pause for a second. Now, we're gonna turn out. You won't be able to turn out very much on the platform side, but on the carriage side, you should be able to turn out. And we're gonna do that same movement again, pressing away and pulling back in. Now, you're not just gonna feel the adductors, you're gonna feel the back of the inside back of the hamstring, and you're gonna feel your glutes working. Inhale out, and exhale, pull it in. Just don't lock your knees. Don't hyperextend them. And pull in, 2 more. Out, and pull in, and 1 more time. On this one, come halfway in, and let's do that. Down and up, not moving the carriage. Be very careful. 2, not moving the carriage, John. 3, and press. 4, and 5. Woo, get a little deeper if you can. 6, push up with those heels. 7, can you feel those inner thighs working to hold that carriage steady? 8, exhale. 9, all the way up, open up the hip at the front. And 10, oh my goodness, come on in. Step onto the solid part. Turn around, we're going parallel first. And on this side, weight stays centered on your feet. Press out and pull it in. Inhale away. Exhale, draw it back in. Right to the stopper without crashing. You want to bring it into that stopper slowly and with control. Press. And exhale back in. So you have that exhale to help you come back in. And pull it in. 2 more. Draw it in. Keep this nice and firm here. And pull it in. Now, we're going to switch our feet. So turn out, and continue. Out, and pull it back in. Don't lock your knees. Inhale out. Think of rising up through the center. Inhale out. Feel those glutes engage. Pull it in. And away. Pull it in. Try to keep the weight centered. And in. 1 more. Just halfway in. Hold it steady. Down and up. Hold that carriage steady. That's adductors that are doing that. Legs, quads, and glutes that are really helping you come down and up. Knees track over the center of the feet as you go down. And up. And 5. And pull it up. Woo. 4. Draw it up. Hold that carriage steady. And 2 more. Exhale on the way up. And 1 more. Up. Draw it in. Carefully step down from the solid part all the way down to the bottom. Okay, from there, whoa, they are feeling worked, outside and inside. We're gonna bring the foot bar up, and you're gonna go to 1 heavy and 1 light spring. Now from here, we're gonna come up. Whatever side you're heavy spring on, it's best to have that be your back foot. That'll help the carriage run smoothly, and we're gonna come in to this lunge position with your foot on the foot bar. Now from here, we're gonna straighten the front leg and come back in. Try to keep the spine nice and long. Press out. Really think of engaging this back leg glute on that side by pushing your heel into that shoulder rest as you go back. 2 more. And 1 more. Now stay halfway, and you can hang on to that bar. Bend your back knee and press it out. Try to keep the back straight. 2. And press 3. Shoulders open. 4. 5. And exhale. 6. 7. Whew. 8. 9. 10. And in. All right. Now from here, we're going to switch to the other side. So when I switch my legs, I want the heavy spring over on the back leg side. Again, that helps the carriage to run smoothly. Now come on back here. And from here, get low. And let's start with the front leg. Press back and come back in. Start in this lunge, pushing with your feet, not your arms, and come back in. Exhale, press out and in. And do that again. Pressing back, coming back in, and again. Press. Straighten that front leg as much as you can without your hips turning. And 2 more. Out. And in 1 more time, come halfway in here, or almost 3/4 of the way in, and now the back leg. And press 2, shoulders open. 3, head in line with your spine. 4, exhale as you press back. 5, and 6, 7, we got it. 8, nothing moves but that back leg. And press and in. All right, we're gonna switch over again. And I'm still gonna go with that one heavy and one light. And I'm gonna come back into that first position here. Now be careful here, guys. You can still hold on to the bar with your fingers, but if you want, you can come up and we're gonna work those very tired legs in our full front split. Upper body vertical, hands where you can see them in your peripheral vision, and just bend and straighten the front leg. 3 more. Back leg stays strong. 2 and 1 and in. All right, control it. We'll take that spring over to the other side now. Still a heavy and a light. Come on up. Find your balance here. Back foot against the shoulder rests. And from here, find that balance. Press out and in. And 2. One side's always easier than the other. 3. 3 more. Press. 2 more. And 1 more time here. Press and in. Reach and come down. Now we're gonna stay on this side, but I'm gonna take it down to just 1 heavy spring. And what I'm gonna do is a single thigh stretch. So this is kind of our reward. So you're kneeling in a lunge, front foot on the foot bar, and just hands stay on the foot bar and press back and come back in. And let's do that again. Exhale, press through, lengthen, and come back in. It's a lighter spring, so we can go for range here and really work eccentrically, right? We're working those muscles as they lengthen. And back in. All right, let's switch the heavy spring over to the other side, and we'll finish on this side. So right here, 1 foot on the bar, 1 foot against the shoulder rest, and you're just gonna ease back and come back in. Let's do it again. Pressing back, stretch, and in. Shoulders stay open, back stays long, reach. It should feel really good right here. And 2 more. Reach. And 1 more time, pressing through and coming all the way back in. Now just for a final cool down, add a light spring on again so it's a heavy and a light, and just stay here, and we're gonna do our down stretch. So you're gonna lengthen the spine, press the carriage out. This will help open up the front wall of the spine and the front of the hips. 2, 1 more. So it's our down stretch, but really using it as a stretch. Now the knees come under, and then curl the tailbone under and flex the spine. So we want to have the arms angled down. So lengthen your spine, then your legs 1 more time, and hinge forward. You keep the bow shape, kind of push down on that bar to keep the shoulders back. 2, exhale as you come forward, inhale back. And now the knees, the hips, and the spine flex back into the start position. And that is our mostly standing leg workout. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll check out some of the other videos on our YouTube channel. Hit the like button, please, and subscribe to us. See you next time.